Hey everyone, what's up? Tony here, and welcome along to episode 4 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Union, my Football Manager 2020 YouTube series brought to you in association with the Football Manager Therapy Podcast. Now, if you listen or subscribe to the podcast, thank you so much. Myself and Matt genuinely appreciate it. We're trying to keep the intros quite short in these. Life in the MLS is, as you expected, a bit up and down, but today it's a slight variation from that. We are now playing in the Cup, and we face the mighty Richmond. I've never heard of them, so I'm confident of the result, but as I say, it's MLS, anything could happen. So let's have a little watch of that. If you enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel as well, that'd be much appreciated. Of course, any comments, leave them below in the comments box, and of course, if you want a link to the podcast, that's all in the description, so go and find that and come and support us there as well. So as I say, without further ado, I'm not going to talk much more. We've got some cup football to enjoy, so let's go and see episode 4 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Union. Well, would you look at that, everyone? Look at that, 19 games played so far in the MLS. 19! We're currently sat 5th in the Eastern Conference. Very, very happy with that, to be honest. Look at that, 6 wins, 6 draws, 7 defeats. The less said about that, the better. -1 goal difference, and of course, everyone else has a far superior goal difference. But, as I say, we're in 5th, and we certainly weren't expecting that when we started this save game, and I'm sure even at this point there's a lot of you going, there's no way we expected you to get 6 wins by this point, Tony. But you know, here we are, we've done it. A couple of little disgruntled performances according to the board there. Obviously the defeat against Atlanta they weren't particularly happy with, and the defeat against Toronto, but I mean, come on, these are like 2 of the best teams currently going. So I think, you know, it's a little bit unfair, I think, some of the criticism that's levelled at me in this job, but you know, it's all part and parcel of it. We just have to sort of knuckle down and see about getting through it. Previous matches to watch, of course, we don't look at 0-0s because, you know, we're in America, we don't even do 0-0s. So Chicago was 0-0, Vancouver was 0-0, not interested in that either. Wootton got injured, that's a bit of a blow, to be honest. This is an interesting match against Houston Dynamo. A return for Gaddis. Now, people might remember in episode 1, Gaddis was the subject of what can only be described as the most weird trade of all, because they gave me their first round pick and their second round pick, and I accepted because I don't understand the trading system. Figured, fine, I'll do it, that'll be quite funny. Just, you know, first round pick, so he must be decent, was my thinking, which in hindsight was probably a really bad idea to sell him, but never mind, sold him. Brought Alan Hutton in, as you know, and then a few weeks later, sort of maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago or something, Houston cut him, so I got him back in, and we still keep the picks. So, you know, quid's in. We've done an absolute wonder there. Not a wonder there though, because that was awful defending. But it got disallowed. So 2 disallowed goals already at the start of this match. I was starting to think it was going to be one of those games, really, to be honest, where just nothing was going to happen. But look at that. What a goal there from De Vries, a young lad, 17, 18-year-old winger. He might have something about him. I don't know. I want him to be good, but I think stats-wise, we'll maybe try and look at it a bit later on, stats-wise, he's maybe lacking in a few things. And, you know, does, of course, do things like that, gives the ball away, and we were very lucky at that point to not concede, but, of course, just keep your eyes peeled. Eventually, you have to then pick the ball out the back of your net, which, you know, it's fine. You know, we live and we learn in this league, and I think that, you know, it is just mistakes. You'll always get punished by mistakes, and you need to learn from them, and that's, you know, what we have to obviously do. That's a great header. Sergio Santos. I've said loads of good things about this guy, and he just keeps doing more good things. So, you know, happy with that. That's great. And then, of course, we lost again to Atlanta. It seems like that's all I do. with these teams is just lose games where not where you're expected to win, but look at this, man. The fella just charges through the entire pitch, and we're just going, oh, look at that, he's going quite fast, hasn't he? That's pretty good. And just, you can't, at this level, you can't make those sorts of mistakes. So we lost, of course, previously to Atlanta, and we lost to Toronto, but then again, we lost, so that's like 2 defeats against the same team in quick succession. So I think they've got our number, which is a bit of a shame. So we're obviously going to have to work on that during what they call the off season. But we're not talking off season today. We're talking MLS Cup, where we face Richmond, who presumably are in the league below us. I'm not sure how far below, but definitely below. Prabilko is still on the injured list, so sadly we haven't got him up front. Montero's got a doubtful knock as well, so we are kind of down to the bare bones. Mackenzie I've brought in at centre half to try and sort of give him a bit of a run out. He's actually proven pretty decent, to be honest. We have a slight change of formation as well. We've been playing that sort of 4-2-4. I've gone a little bit more traditional in a 4-3-3 going forward now, and hopefully it'll start to sort of bear a bit of fruit, because I think we lose the ball a lot in midfield, and I think maybe an extra body in there, because I know the idea is that those 2 attacking players are meant to drop back, but I think Sergio Santos and Wootton they're just too attack minded, or Boala when he's in on loan, they're just too attack minded, so they don't really drop back enough. So I think maybe have an extra body in the centre of the park should theoretically mean that we have a bit more balance, and especially when it's a trickier tie, maybe an away tie or something, or in the league against a stronger opposition, we're not going to get overrun in midfield. That's the thinking behind it now. Whether, of course, that happens and plays out the way I hope remains to be seen. And I guess we all have to just sort of start making notes going, at what point do we say that Tony was wrong and the tactics he got were not the right tactics? It will happen. Oh, great chance there from Aronson, who's come in. He's a sort of an attacking midfielder, but I don't quite think that we play. We certainly can't play with that attacker midfield just above the midfield 2. But I think that's probably where he'd play best, just behind the strikers. But so he's currently playing centre mid, a kind of old school centre mid as well. So we'll see how he gets on here. Sergio Santos, it's off the underside of the bar and back out. That's a bit of relief for the host there, because when you see Santos burning down on you, that you do have to start to worry a little bit as an opposition player. Go on, Sergio, you get those going. Go on. Oh, that's what he can do. That's what the lad can do. Just like firing down the wing. No one's gonna. Once he gets going, you can see defenders start to panic about it and going like, I don't want to dive in because he's going to go down. But I mean, this guy here was just nowhere near him, literally nowhere near him. I think Santos could have had his arm out and another arm and still have some space. So you give the lad space, he will punish you like that. And I think that will settle some nerves, hopefully. Counter-attack again here. Wooten, lovely ball, great ball through. God, Sergio. Oh, that's a great save. I don't know how Sergio's missed that, but never mind. That should have been 2. That should have been 2-0. A good stop by their goalkeeper, I think. That's a good ball as well, isn't it? Cleared away. And we just have to keep our great stop there by Blake. We had to keep our wits about us there, because that was... We're not out the woods yet, are we? We're not out the woods. I know we're only a goal up. And even against like lower league opposition, I'm still going, even a goal up, we need to get a second or a third. Just the confidence of knowing that you can see the game out. It's not quite there at the minute. I don't quite trust either this team or the MLS or this new formation maybe. I don't know. I just think there's something that's not quite... Oh, that's a lovely save. That's a lovely save. I was going to say there's something not quite right about it, and that is what it is. Look at 9 shots for the hosts. We've only had 8, and we're the MLS side. We just don't assert ourselves enough. Even in games like this when we should really be. Oh, Well, I guess we're now going to have to assert ourselves with 10 men. That's a worry. And then, of course, we go flying in the box there as well. That's Martinez, isn't it? He's gone off there, which is going to be a central midfield change. So when we were saying before about having this 3 central midfielders, we're now back to 2 central midfielders, which is, that's not good. It's just ironic, isn't it? Great ball in, headed over the top, unfortunately. But yeah, this is typical, isn't it? Typical. You think you might find a shape, and then a red card. Silly player. Silly boy, that's what we'd say for him. And of course, we're just going to let him run on and nicely cut out. That's fine. We're going to invite a pressure, aren't we? We're going to invite pressure. I can already. You can just see it coming. Like, how many times have we seen this film? Literally, they've just moved it along. Oh, you have a go, right? That's fine. I'll stick it in there. Just typical, absolutely typical. So we really need to do something now. Tino at the back post, Sergio Santos. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Sergio bails us out yet again. Oh God, could you imagine that if he didn't? That would be horrible. Lovely run there. Ilsinho, I'm going to say it now. I'm not 100% sold on Ilsinho. He's a designated. He's an international player for a start. 33, maybe 32, 33. Decent wages he's getting paid, but I don't know. I think long term, I don't think he's the answer. And I'm not 100% sure that short term he is either. But I don't know if we've got. Well, we certainly can't get better because I don't fully understand how we get better. I know there's a transfer window coming up. Short, a great ball. Go on, Wootton, finish it off. You've got to finish that. Oh, he puts them away in his sleep, and it's just gone straight to the goalkeeper. Never mind. But we were saying there about the international transfer window coming up shortly. I don't know if... Oh, great save. Lovely save. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to buy players, to be honest. It's... Blake's turned that way. We are literally hanging on here. This is like a couple of minutes to go and they are throwing everything at us. And we're just about surviving. And I'm not 100% sure if this game goes... it's like a boxing match, isn't it? Like, you're sort of going, right, hang on, how many minutes is left? How many rounds have we got left? Right, if this goes any longer, he's out. If you can see past this next bit, 4 minutes. 4 minutes on the clock of time added on. Oh, that's too much. That's far too much, surely. Apart from the red card, what else has happened that needs 4 minutes of time added on? Oh, it's offside. It's offside. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. We've got away with that one. Oh no. Like, we're just making this so hard for ourselves. Just, why are we conceding more corners? Like, I've got everything switched. Just like time wasting. Just, God, blow the whistle. That'll do. We've been playing off the park there. God. Oh no. 21 shots to 13. 53% possession for us though. It all changed when Martinez got sent off, didn't it? Like, we're in the next round, but we have made hard work of that. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Unspectacular. No major transactions, with a good, if not unremarkable, record in the league so far. The jury is still out. Oh. Well, I suppose we've not really got the full backing of anybody just yet. But we can have another go in the cup, I suppose. Richmond are out the way. Here's New York City FC. 5th round of the cup. Martinez obviously suspended. Prabilko still injured. Another slight formation change, I think, because again, we're going to really need to pack this midfield against New York. They're playing the same formation as we are. 4-2-3-1 seems to be the order of the day, I think. Wootton out on the right, Ilsinho in that sort of number 10 role, and then Sergio Santos over on the left. So hopefully that should be enough to combat and counteract what New York City are going to sort of bring to the table as well. They've got Gary Mackay-Steven. Brilliant. Like, this is what you get from MLS, isn't it? Just random players rocking up and being like, oh no, there's Gary Mackay-Steven. That's pretty cool. Nice ball down the wing there. We just got to sort of hopefully show him back in. Don't let him get too close, and that's almost a goal conceded after a minute. Just not like, we can't have this, can we? We can't throw the game after a minute, surely. Here's Ferreira charging up front, brought down free kick. Nicely played, by the way, Ferreira. That's good. Drawing the free kick out. He's obviously on loan. Good ball. Oh, yes. Andrew Wootton. What a goal that is. He's another one, though. He's been in great form. Like we mentioned it on a previous video, that he was in good form, and that's a brilliant strike, to be honest. Nice sort of bit of vision there from Bedoya, and Wootton just puts his foot through it, puts the laces through it, I think, and just like cuts across the ball. Keeper's got no chance. That's a great strike, to be honest. Sergio Santos, oh, he does what he does as well. 2-0 now. That's more like it. This is what we want. 2-0 up. 12 minutes on the clock. We could get a draw here. I'm convinced we could get a draw. That's how confident I am. Good ball. Oh, and just headed over the top. Cleared. That's fine. Have we got it away fully? No, they've managed to pick the ball back up. They're coming back at us. Good block again. Now we're seeing something. This is what it's all about, isn't it? Play it like this. Much better from Philadelphia. Just keep the ball moving it across the back line. Sergio Santos breaking through, as always. Tackled. Well, crazy tactic from an opposition defender. Sergio Santos goes through about 3 or 4 of them. Oh, nearly puts us 3-0 up just before half time. But look at that. 8 shots to their 4. 54% possession. We're doing pretty good, to be honest, today. I'm very, very happy so far. Half time, 2-0 up. Come on. We might see about getting into the next round, which I think will be the quarterfinals. And I believe we're up against, if we get through, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. If we get through, we're against either St. Louis or Minnesota. So, again, not going to be the easiest of games, but, we just have to wait and see. We've got to get past these guys first, because this is going to be a really, really tough match to see out. And, as I say, even though we're 2-0 up, I'm still not 100% convinced we're going to be alright. That's fine. You can shoot like that all day, not even hit the target. That's fine by me. Here's Sergio Santos, turns, leaves the defender for dead. Good ball back in, headed over tipped over the top, I think there. Good ball in, cleared. That's what we like, clear it. Come on, let's get the counter-attack on the go. Wootton, stretch those legs, son. Come on. Holds it up, great ball, and straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at the keeper. Headed over. It's fine. Don't have to worry about this at all. Get the pressure on, that's right. Force a mistake. Or let them run at us. Either way, it's fine. Let him shoot wide. Do whatever you want, New York City. Not bothered, mate. Not bothered at all. I mean, we could possibly look to try and defend somehow, but deciding against it, going rogue. Strange tactic we've got there. That's a terrible ball, isn't it? It's over. We've done it. We've done it. We've won 2-0. 2-0 in the cup. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is fantastic. Right, I guess we're going to have to prepare now for the quarterfinals. And yeah, 2-0. Who'd have thought 2 victories back to back on this episode? Save this one for prosperity, guys. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, any comments, leave them below, and we will of course get right back to you. But as I say, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you very, very soon for another episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Union.